What is going on, everybody? How we doing?
Hi.
How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to Cruise Talk with myself, Josh, and Mama Hokum. Hanging out for you guys a little bit tonight. We're going to be talking about the MSC Seaside. How is everybody doing on this fantastic Tuesday night? Let me know in the comment section over there. We've already got a good number of folks in here tonight. Let me go say hello. Who is the first person in? First person in the chat tonight is going to be none other than Mr. Emmanuel. Emmanuel, hello, sir. How are you doing? Hope your night has been going great. He says he is 11. Well, young sir, thank you for joining us tonight here in the chat. Guys, do say some hellos. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you are alive, you're thriving. You're ready to talk cruise and talk cruise ships, cruise news, cruise vacations, all of the above. At the end of this video, at the very, very end, we are going to have the giveaway winner for 10,000 subscribers. You guys saw the video that myself and Mama Hokum did. I am still cleaning up confetti. Still.
I just seen some over there.
Yeah, and actually, when I moved the light a little bit ago, it fell down on the floor. I was like, oh my God. I thought I had all of this.
And even the dog, she came in and looked at Josh as if to say, I did not do this for once.
Yeah, but so we've still got that to come up. At the very end of this video, we'll be announcing the winner. So all you had to do is be subscribed to the channel, first of all. And then you also had to comment down below the video and give it a thumbs up for me. And so if you have done that, then you are entered into the giveaway. That is as of right now. You are entered into the giveaway. We'll do the drawing at the very, very end. It's going to be a completely random picker. We'll show it to you on the screen. And that way you know that we're not cheating you out. And I'll
be honest, I wish I was in the giveaway.
Yes. This is it's going to be pretty cool, I think. So without further ado, we will go ahead and get going. Let's come over and say some hellos, guys. The super chat is open down there in the chat. So if you would like to to give a small donation, to give a thank you, you can use that down there. Or if you have a very important question, a very important message, you want to make sure that we see it, it's going to make it nice and big in the chat. You can use that down there right at the bottom of the chat for you. It's down there and it is open for you guys. All right, let's do some hellos, and then we get talking about the MSC Seaside thus far. So I do want to come over and say some hello to Jaden Maroob. Hi, Mike. Miraculous Journey. How you doing? Miraculous Journey, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Welcome back. How are you doing? Carrie Johnson is in the house. We've got Shiwana's Creative Circle. Shiwana's Creative Circle. Ooh. Nice name. Like that. Mike Noland is in the house. It was 8:30 p.m. YouTube was really whacking out today, guys. I don't know. It like started sending out a notification at like 8 o'clock, and I had a small panic attack. I was like, what is going on? I like ran downstairs. I was like, Mom, we gotta go right now. Like it's going on.
And I was still getting dressed. I wasn't even dressed, and I thought you had the camera live, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just flashed YouTube.
No. But it wasn't. It just I don't know. They're like testing something new with the live chats and all that stuff. So it was just going a little. It was going a little wacky. That's all. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Miss Chelsea United, David Bridges. And we've also got Lisa, Nicole, Del Brett says, Josh Hogan, when do people sign up for the giveaway? You sign up over on the reaction video for 10,000 subscribers. All you have to do is comment down below. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and give the video a thumbs up, and then you're automatically entered into the giveaway. A couple more hellos. Hi, Wade. Let's see, who else do we got down here? Here's a couple more. There's Miss Ann Hokum. I wonder who that is. Who is Ann Hokum? I don't know who that is.
That's not even a unique name.
Yeah. Alfred and Carrie and Thomas Lee, Cruising with AJ and Dora, Dennis, Jacob, Misty, Dave and Brandy, Excursions. My goodness, so many of you awesome folks down in the chat here. We're trying to get out of here before I believe Lalita Loca has their live in a few minutes coming up at 9 p.m. So I got to get out of here so you guys can go catch them. Make sure you head over and check them out. There's Life with Favor there. She is in the chat as well. How you doing, Favor? Good to have you here tonight. Jack Extreme 48, Mark Dinges, I think that's how you say it. There's Kathleen from the group cruise. Yeah. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? I also saw Della was in here a little bit. I'm not sure where she went. Hi, Della. How you doing, baby? Good to hear from you. There is Robbie. Robbie just got off a week on the Norwegian Escape. The week that it was a little bumpy, he was actually on there. He is all well, though. Told us that, everything is all good and now, and everything's back to normal. We do have somebody that we need to come down here and read. Where did they go?
Oh,
We have two. We say, let's see. We've got Richard Ricketts. He says, "Hi, Josh and Mama H. How about those mashed potatoes?" Knows you love mashed potatoes. Richard, thank you so much for your kind comment and tip there. And then we have Jared Bug. He says, "Hello from Virginia Beach. 48 days to our cruise on the Carnival Sunrise." Carnival Sunrise. Let's talk about the Carnival Sunrise for just a second. It actually arrived in Cadiz, Spain yesterday about 8 p.m. I believe it was 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so it is now in dry dock. They're starting. Well, they've already started the work. They started it after it left New Orleans, but actually before that even. Do you know that Deck 2, I believe it was, the last couple cruises, they didn't have anybody booked on Deck 2, and they were already outfitting the staterooms and stuff.
Well, they were doing the same thing on the Triumph too.
That's what I'm talking about. The Triumph. That's what it is. Yeah, the Triumph. Yeah, they were already outfitting it even before the Triumph's cruises were over. So I think that's really neat. But do have a wonderful cruise on that out of Virginia Beach. That's about what, 2 hours away from us. It'd be in Norfolk. We have got to sail out of there one day. It'll be a fantastic.
Although I'll go ahead and tell it because you're not doing it, but I'm on the Sunrise. I'm booked.
She sure is. She's going to Canada.
Yeah,
Canada and
me
New
and Papa
England.
Hokum are going.
Yeah, we
out
might.
of New York City. He's never been to New York.
We might. I might have to join that one. I don't know.
I'm telling you, you need to come.
We will see. We will see. Here's Scott. Scott Weaver is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Scott from the group cruise. He says, "Is it too early to plan for the 3.0 cruise?" Love it. Absolutely love it. No, David actually messaged me today about the 3.0 cruise as well. Haven't got anything planned yet. I'll let you guys know when I got something planned. We've also got Pink 03 Princessa says, "Love you, Hokum's Alaska or Mediterranean cruise." Alaska for me, definitely Alaska. Eventually both, but I would love to see Alaska for sure.
I want to see Alaska, but I'm just dying to go to Europe. So the Med.
And then we've got Kimberly Russell. She says, "Overall, which has better food, Carnival or MSC?" Perfect question. Love it. Perfect question to get us rolling into tonight's discussion topic. So wanted to talk a little bit, we're halfway through exactly of the MSC Seaside series. This Thursday will be Grand Cayman Part 2. We visit Starfish Beach, which is an amazing, amazing beach. You guys got to tune in for that. Share the video. If you didn't catch the video yesterday, we went to Stingray City. Oh my gosh, literally some of the clearest water I've ever seen anywhere.
I'm so jealous. I did not go on this trip.
Yeah, the best part about it was the day that I was there in Grand Cayman. Back here in the U.S. is when they were having that freak negative 40 degrees weather storm and everything. Yeah, and we're down there swimming with stingrays. It was quite spectacular.
Yeah, poor Cody had negative 49.
Negative 49 up there, and we were down there swimming with stingrays.
It was 15. Here was the high. Awesome. It was insane.
Absolutely awesome. But the food, MSC or Carnival. Honestly, depends on what your tastes are. Me, I'm more open to trying new flavors and stuff. Doesn't mean I don't necessarily like it, but I'm open to trying it. It was awesome in that sense. MSC had a really, really nice pastries, breads, donuts, that kind of bread.
Thing. Oh, I seen that on the video today, and I was just like,
it was awesome. It was awesome. So if you're into that, then yes, definitely MSC. If you're into more traditional American food, I would still suggest Carnival.
They do have a little bit of variety.
You get a little bit out there with Carnival, but it's not. It's definitely not like it was.
Carnival has the rare find.
Yeah, but MSC, the pasta specifically was absolutely amazing. The penne pasta, I ended up having it pretty much every night. The last 2 or 3 nights in the dining room. I don't remember what it was, but. I ended up having it pretty much every night, and it was spectacular. So really, I guess it just depends on your personal preference. If you're more outgoing with your flavors and tastes, I'd suggest MSC.
Well, the Divina started that for us. I mean, it made us expand our flavors, and that was really, for both of us, because, both of us have always been kind of traditional American. With our flavors, kind of just, safe. But this challenged both of our palates for the week we was on the Divina, and then you went back and did it again with Peter, who was already Italian anyway, so he already knew, a little bit more of a kick.
Sure. Let's come over and say a couple hellos, and then I've got a little story for you guys. Nathan Gomez says, "Just saw your Curacao video and really liked it. Great quality and explanations." Curacao was an amazing day. It was absolutely an amazing day. just down there. You know, it's the part of the ABC Islands, if you did not know. But that day, you know, they surprised us with the distillery tour that was not listed on our excursions, but they surprised us with it. And honestly, it was just the perfect day. The only thing that I wish we would have been able to do was see the flamingos. They were way off on like the other side of that lake or whatever it was. You know, I wish they would have been closer, but still absolutely an amazing day. And thank you so much for the kind comment there. Bob Alsay says bye. Goodbye. Dennis D says, got my Josh Hokum Not All Who Wonder Are Lost shirt a couple of weeks ago. Can't wait to wear it on my first Carnival cruise. That's awesome, Dennis. I do hope that you enjoy it. That shirt is one of the softest shirts that we have on Josh Hokum.
We had a couple friends of ours was on the Breeze last week, the Freeholfers, and they had on
the Not All Who Wonder Are Lost. So yeah, if you guys have any JH swag and you wear it on your cruise, send me a photo of it on Instagram, on Facebook. You can hashtag it Cruise with Josh. I'd love to see it. Love to see you guys rocking all of that awesome stuff over there. We worked really hard on that. I did see a super chat somewhere down here. I also saw Griff and Alyssa is in the house. I have to give a big shout out to Cullen. Cullen helped me out today. We were brainstorming about this live thing. YouTube, like I said, has just been acting all kinds of wacko with their live streaming service lately. So we were brainstorming earlier. He gave me, you know, I shared some ideas with him. So big thank you, Griff, aka Cullen. Thanks, buddy, for your help earlier and your moral, verbal support. We got Brad. He says, Victory, April 8th, 2019. Panorama, April 25th, 2020. Man, you've got them lined up. Those are awesome ships. I'm sure you have an amazing time, Brad. And thank you so much for your little donation there. We really do appreciate it.
Yes. Which, I mean, the Victory was our first ship. You know, and now it's going to become the Radiance.
Yes. It will become the Radiance of 2020. So you actually probably one of the last people to be on it as the Carnival Victory. So that is truly awesome. Griffin Alyssa said I think he said the pastries are nuts. Yes, they certainly are. Their pastries were absolutely amazing. We actually got to interview the pastry chef, the head pastry chef on board the Seaside. If you guys missed that video, definitely head and check it out. That was such a fun interview with Mr. Raphael himself. He is such a cool guy. You got to go check out that video.
And this guy did not bring me back any chocolate.
I might have ate it all. Okay, so story time for you guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about our excursion in Jamaica, about our tour guide specifically. So if you've seen the Jamaican cruise vlog, and I have something else to talk about with you guys in relationship to the Seaside. But if you guys have seen the Ocho Rios Day, the Blue Hole Adventure Day, a bunch of you commented, said, you know, your tour guide was looking a little sketchy. You know, I would have definitely been uncomfortable with that tour guide, etc., etc. Well, let me let you know how that day went down. So basically, you know, we did the river rafting excursion, and then after the river rafting, it was like a 45-minute bus ride. We took the group that was not everybody else that was in our excursion, because we were the only two, me and Peter, that had the Blue Hole tacked on to the river rafting. It was through Shore Excursion Group. Yeah. You know, just nobody booked it, I guess. Nobody else booked that combo, that specific combo. So we took everybody else back to the port, dropped them off, and then our driver, Byron, he was awesome. You know, he told us, he was like, look, it's just you guys today going to Blue Hole, but there was other people there. So the ride to Blue Hole was quite adventurous. It was basically a dirt road that had like one of those trucks with like big tires drive down it on a muddy day. I mean, it was honestly like a roller coaster. Honestly and truly, like my bottom was off the seat going down that road. It was.
I would have loved to have seen that.
It was. Well, I showed a little clip of it in the in the cruise vlog.
Yeah, but
Canon has gotten really good with their stabilization of their cameras, and so it didn't quite translate to how exactly bumpy it was. But dang, it was bumpy. It was bumpy. So we get there, and outside of the Blue Hole, on this road, and we're going up like the side of a cliff. Okay, like road is here, and then boom, like drop off down into the river. And literally on the side of this cliff is like these, as Byron, our driver, called it, these fake Blue Hole tours. So basically, what happens is people take like a taxi, but it's not like a legitimate taxi, to Blue Hole, and the taxi driver takes them to, they have like a deal worked out with these people outside of Blue Hole. And so they take them to this, and it's not the real thing. So we get there, and like we're passing all these guys, and they're like banging on the windows, like wanting to sell us weed brownies and all a bunch of crazy stuff, like, you know,
welcome to Jamaica.
Yeah. And so we finally get into Blue Hole, like the gated Blue Hole, the authentic national park, if that's what it's called, whatever it is, the tour that we had signed up for. And we get there, and our tour guide, as we're coming through the gates, is like sitting over on a rock. And he sees us, and I guess he could see that there was only 2 of us. I kid you not, he sprinted, chasing the van and up the mountain.
Because he was just like, money.
Yeah, he was like, I
signs.
see 2 tourists. That's my payday right there. And so anyway, we get off the bus. He sees me with my cameras, and he asks me, you know, like what I'm doing. And I tell him, I'm like, oh, you know, like I make cruise vlogs on YouTube, you know, and share my adventures that way. Well, that got his gears turning.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, we go in the excursion, and he was fine. I judge him by his eyes and how irie he was. He had obviously just been partaking
in some brownies
or others, and you know, so he was super mellowed out,
chill.
Yeah. And so he takes us into it, and then all of a sudden we get up to the start of what is normally the Blue Hole tour, and this is where it gets kind of weird. And he comes over to me and Peter, and he's like, yeah, cruising with AJ and Dory said it perfect. Stoned. There you go.
He was trying to be the Pete.
I was trying to keep it nice, but yep, that's exactly what it was. Okay. He comes over to me and Peter, and he goes, look, you make YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I make YouTube. He's like, I show you what nobody else sees up above the cliff. And me and Peter kind of look at each other, and we're like, we're about to die. We're about to die. This is it. We're about to die. This guy's going to take us into the woods, and he's going to like drown us or throw a rock at our heads. Like, we're dead. This is it.
Peter, I'm sure Peter is back on the background right now, which he's back there. But hi,
yeah, Peter is moderating.
I'm sure he's just back there dying laughing at this right now.
Peter knows this because he
Y'all
looked at me.
laughing at the moment.
He looked at me, and this is why when you guys see like I go up that waterfall, I purposely told Peter, like, as the tour guide had stepped away for a second, I was like, stay down here, so if I don't come back, you can go get help. And so we go up.
You can't make this stuff up.
I'm telling you, you really can't. You really cannot make this stuff up. So I'm like, the guy is insisting. He's like, no, come on. He's like, but he prefaced it with, he's like, look, I take you up there, and then when we get back down to the bus, you take care of me. And he like winks at me with his bloodshot eye. I was like, I know what he's trying to say. But I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I can do this. I can get myself out of this. So like, I'm like, okay, we go up to the top, and then he was like, come on, let's go further. And this is when he showed me that really, really clear one. And I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to keep it, you know, nice and chill. I'm like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Can we go back down now? And he's
Before
like,
you pushed me over the cliff and I
yeah,
died.
right. And so he like walks me out to where we wave at Peter. You'll see that I like wave at Peter. And I think that at that
you were
point,
waving goodbye.
well, I kept the camera rolling that whole time. So I was like, if he kills me, I'm at least going to catch it on film. So, you know, like maybe one day, 20 years from now, somebody will find this camera and realize that I've died a horrible death in Blue Hole, Jamaica. But so we wave at Peter, and then I make the comment. I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to go back down and jump off that big one. And he looks at me and he's like, oh, you don't want to go further? I was like, no, I don't want to leave Peter. He's like, you're not going to leave him. He's standing right there. I was like, we're going back down now. And so I just like start walking back down the thing. And I think he was upset a little bit, but you know, he chillaxed and whatever. And then we ended up doing our tour, and it was amazing. I do highly suggest you go and check it out. The reason I say that is because had it not just been me and Peter, I guarantee you he would not have done that.
Oh, no.
But because it was just me and Peter, he saw an opportunity, and man, was he a businessman. I mean, look, our tour guide Byron told it to us perfect. He was like, look, if there's one thing Jamaicans know how to do, it's hustle. Jamaicans know how to hustle. I
have 2 little tiki heads downstairs where they hustled Jim the first time he went to Jamaica, okay?
Yeah.
From Tent City, from Duns River Falls. So they can hustle because they just pull you and say, hey, what's your name? And they just start carving it while they're talking to you. And before the sentence is even done, you have a tiki head with your name engraved on it.
It's true. It's true. And then they want then they want $10 for it.
Yes, each.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. And then at the end, he was like we're walking, we get done, we're walking back to the van, and he's like, look, how about you slide a good $60 my way?
No, he didn't.
I looked at him and I said, we'll have to see what we have. I went back to that van. Guys, we did not give him $60. I gave him a nice tip because he did show me some, some
and you all were the only people.
Yeah, and we were the only people. Like, he did that tour for 2 people. But I ain't sliding you $60, my dude. Like, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Like, that's, and especially like I told you guys, I get that these guys have got to make a living. And lots of times in the Caribbean islands, somebody pointed it out, and it's a great point worth mentioning, that oftentimes these excursions, the tour guides, they rely solely on tips.
Yeah. St. Martin, prime example of that. I mean,
the maybe the captain of the boat is paid, or like the tour operator, like Blue Hole, like obviously they get paid, or they might get a small wage of like $2 an hour or something, but they are not making a living wage. These tour operators, they do rely a lot on your tips and your monetary help. So do keep that in mind. I just found that $60 was a little bit crazy.
I'm actually surprised that Shore Excursions group let you all do that, because we've had excursions. We had that other excursion one time booked on another ship, and I can't remember which one it was, but they canceled it because there wasn't enough people signed up.
It's true. I was shocked too. I think that what got it is the way that they had it. They grouped us. So the river rafting tour that we were with, their tour was called River Rafting and Beach.
Right.
And so the beach that we ended the river rafting on was the second part of their tour.
Right. But I'm saying, why didn't they, looking at that from a business model, they should have canceled, and said, we can't, there's not enough people to go to Blue Hole, but you can still do the river rafting and beach.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, taking 2 people on an excursion by themselves, to me, doesn't seem safe either. It doesn't seem sound business.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Me and Peter both thought that was a little bit odd. So let me know, guys. What do you guys think about that? Have you had a story similar to that? Have you had a situation?
Why do we always have weird things happen to us when we cruise?
Well, that's why I ask. I want to know. Has anybody else?
Ones?
Yeah. Does anybody else have a weird story?
I mean, Eric and I almost got kidnapped in Cozumel the first time we was there.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me know. What are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' stories? I'd love to read them over here in the comments. Let me come back and say a couple hellos, see what people are saying. We've got Brad. He says, was on the Victory in 2015, and yes, it is great. Love the Victory.
Yes.
Like we said, it is my first cruise. Absolutely awesome. The cruise geeks are in the house. What's up, cruise geeks? How you guys doing, Matt?
Yeah.
He is in the house. And we've got Michael from the group cruise. He says, hey, Hookums, miss you guys. 66 days until 2.0. That's right. 66 days.
Looking for you, Michael.
We are ready to rock with it. Thomas, he says, you're so great. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I can't read that comment, but W. Ray 1968. Yes, completely agree with you. Whatever happened to C. Bloody Blahs? I don't really know. I unsubscribed from that channel and have kind of left it as that. Sally Cruisers, as
yes,
Sally.
We refer. That's what I was reading. I was like,
yeah,
Sally.
as we refer to them over here. Cruising with AJ and Dora at Stone. Yep, love it. He says, I seen it in his eyes. Josh, you're so funny. I'm telling you guys, I wish I could make that up. Like I honestly, no cross hands, no cross fingers, honest and truly, maybe one day I'll release like the absolute just raw footage of that day. Just 110% full audio, full video.
Somebody commented on there one time, says you need to do a blooper reel, which he did a blooper reel from the breeze, from the very first breeze one, which was basically him saying, what was it? So or
no, what was my saying?
So
okay, so.
Okay, so. And he said it like 500 times.
Yeah.
which was hilarious to go back and watch now.
Right.
But I mean, there is some crazy blooper stuff out there that would be scary.
The issue with making a blooper reel, it's so hard
to figure out which ones make it.
Not only to figure out which ones make it, but to find them, because often it's just like a couple seconds. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys understand how much like I record, but like I turn the camera on some days, like Grand Cayman, the vlog that went up yesterday, the camera goes on. It went on at like 7:45 in the morning. It did not shut off until like 11:30, 12 o'clock that night.
Well, and I remember like
for the most part,
Atlantis, you used up every battery of every camera that you had.
Yeah,
and
literally,
and
the cell phone. Literally, there was a point at Atlantis on the Carnival XT. I literally did not have anything to record with. Like everything was dead. Yeah. So, you know, it's often hard to go back and find, you know, with just the size and caliber of the cruise vlogs, you know, go back and find.
I mean, we did the blooper at the end
bloopers.
of the 10,000 video, but that's because we had just filmed it.
Yeah, we had just filmed it.
I am definitely, you know, limited when it comes to doing extra things. I was like, please, this is going to fail.
All right, we got a couple stories over here. Ashley says, in St. Kitts, a guy walked straight up to my husband who had his shirt off and started rubbing alone on my husband without his permission. Then he expected us to pay for his service. That, I think I'm nauseous. I think, wow, okay. I think he had some brownies. Jack says, or something else. Jack says, in Nassau, my friend was walking and a girl was like you like purses, and she said yes, and she said, come with me then, and we walked to this place with no power and 2 people, and she walks to this place with a lot of purses. Yeah, Nassau can get a bit sketchy. Yeah, Nassau can get a little bit sketchy.
I'll be honest, and I mean, I feel like I'm a magnet, because I didn't even tell you this. I was in Old Navy this weekend shopping with Erica, and Erica goes to try on some outfits.
Erica is my sister, by the way, if you guys don't know.
Yes. And so I'm there, and this lady walks up to me, and she says, hey, how you doing? You don't recognize me. And I'm sitting here going, who is this person? And, you know, and then she's like, come here a minute, I want to show you something. And I was like, uh-oh. And so she comes over, and then she tries to give me the story of, you know, my water pumps out on my car, and I need cash to get back to work. And she's like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, no. You know, and she was just wanting to get, and she's like, well, you can go over here to the Dollar Tree. They have an ATM. I'm like, I'm not leaving the store.
Right.
You know,
I tell you, man,
like I'm a magnet for those
things. Brad Jackson says, Peter, aka tech guy / security / witness. Love it. Yes. I think that may be the best comment today. If somebody can beat that one, please let me know. But dang.
Wow.
That is awesome. Let's see. Is there any more in here? Oh, this one. Lindsay Gibson says, hi, Josh. Do you plan on going on a Royal Caribbean soon? I'm going on the Mariner this season, May. I have really been looking at Royal Caribbean, guys. Specifically, the new Mariner and Navigator going to Coco Cay. I will be getting to Coco Cay. I've got to check it out. It is.
Don't know when.
Yeah. I would love to do it in the summer. I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm looking for something.
Things that are going on.
Yeah, I'm looking for something in the summer, though. If not the summer, I hope the end of this year. But yes, looking to get back on Royal Caribbean as well as Norwegian. My thought was that maybe I could do like a short Royal Caribbean and a short Norwegian, like a 3-4 day Norwegian and a 3-4 day Royal Caribbean.
I can knock out. We want to do Norwegian because I want to get back to Tortola.
But
Michael was.
Tortola. And then we'd have to do a longer one. But that way, I can knock out 3 birds with 1 stone. I could do
Norwegian,
a Royal Caribbean, the perfect day, a Norwegian cruise, and a back-to-back. Boom, boom, boom. So I don't know. Yes, hopefully soon. I saw another story in here. Oh, here it is. Leslie says, my twin sister did rafting in Jamaica on Martha Brae, and guides were nice until the end. We tipped them 20 US each, and they expected 100 each for tips. Started calling us nasty names. Wow. That is I don't think I've ever been asked for $100 tip. That's a little bit, wow, that's up there. And then Rachel says, yes, same thing happened to me. Shopping in Honduras, they mobbed me by this. Not going to lie, my husband and I were a little scared, but I love Jamaica. I've been there 3 times, just cautious. Yeah, Jamaica really is beautiful, guys. It really, really is beautiful. They just know how to hustle. Like our driver Byron said, they know how to hustle.
And it's also in the Bahamas too, because the first time Jim and I went on a cruise, Josh was too little. He was like a year old. And we thought we had won a cruise, and actually it was timeshare.
Yeah.
So we did that little day cruise over to Freeport, and then we stayed 3 days on land in Freeport. Jim thought he was going to die because we were still very, I mean, that was our first trip out of the country. Jim did not eat anything if it wasn't meat and potatoes.
It's true.
I mean, Jim was a born and bred West Virginia mountain boy. So it's, you know, meat and potatoes on every meal. And, you know, you go down there to the Caribbean and you have Caribbean chicken and rice. And he's just like, that looks, no, you know, he wouldn't even touch it. So we finally found a Subway on like the third day. He literally kissed the floor because it was American food. But, you know, we got there and they wanted us to do a timeshare. And, you know, we had just had Joshua. I didn't even know it, but I was pregnant at the time with Erica. And you know, we just told them, we're like, you know, we're newlyweds basically, you know, we haven't even been married 2 years really, and we can't afford that. And they got very ugly, very nasty with us in the Bahamas. You know, that was and that's why, you know, that was in 1998, and that's why we never even took another cruise until 2005. Because we were kind of turned off of it at that point, because we're like, it's all
it can scam. It can be a little bit overwhelming. I'm not sure if you guys have saw the news yet, but actually even today, just to show that this extends beyond just Jamaica, even today, the island of Antigua, Carnival Cruise Lines actually pulled out of Antigua because of the recent crime rates have kind of gone up, and there's been several, you know, people getting robbed and stabbings and that kind of things. Yeah. So Carnival has actually, as of today, all the itineraries for 2019 and 2020, they pulled. There was like 4 ships, and they pulled it. They pulled it from
John
the
also posted they're trying to get more into Tortola though.
I would
maybe that's the trade-off from Antigua.
I don't know. We'll see, but they are definitely, they pulled it. So that just goes to show that, you know, it extends outside of Jamaica. Perfect time for me to read this comment from SMH Hardy. She says, I apologize for the behavior of my countrymen. I hope besides the weird encounters you had fun in Jamaica. It's a beautiful country with some great folks. It's unfortunate sometimes we get a bad rep, and absolutely, I could not echo that anymore.
It's always fun in Jamaica. I will say that.
An absolute blast every single time we went. You know, the last time before that, well, when we went to Falmouth, you know, we did the Good Hope Estate. That was absolutely amazing.
It's beautiful.
Jamaicans know how to cook. That is definitely true. They cook some amazing food down there. This was probably, Blue Hole was definitely the weirdest experience that I've had as far as with the locals. Now, like I said, our driver Byron was great. The guys at the river rafting, they were absolutely fantastic. Super fun guys. So funny. They, you know, they showed us about all the local plant life and everything. So yeah, no, we had an amazing time in Jamaica. I'd go back in a heartbeat. Just this tour guide was in particular, I don't know if he was having a weird day or what, but he was just, he was a little strange. That's all to be said with
and
that.
I don't know if you've even said anything to you need to probably mention something to Shore Excursions group, you know, that you all were the only people. I don't know if you have yet.
And I think that partly falls on them too. It was kind of weird that they still kept that tour going, like you said, with just 2 people. Carrie Winger says, we went to Tortola on the Sunshine and it was amazing. I absolutely love Tortola. We've been there one time. We went over to the baths at Virgin Gorda. Oh my gosh, the second that I can get back there, going back.
I had a friend that went just a couple weeks ago on the last itinerary of the Glory out of Miami, and she had asked me, she's like, what do I do in Tortola? I'm going to go to the baths. Go to the bath. And she did. She's like, best decision we've made, best excursion ever.
It really, it's so beautiful. If you guys, you know, if it's on your excursion, if you're going with Norwegian or Disney.
I wish we had vlogged it because that was the first time you ever did like rock diving.
Yeah. If you're going with Norwegian or Disney, definitely go check it out. The baths and Virgin Gorda. Some of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Nicole Marie says, in 180 days, I'll be sailing on Harmony of the Seas. What a fantastic ship. I hear great things about Harmony all the time. We had a fantastic time on Allure of the Seas, her sister. So I'm sure you'll have an amazing time. We were on there a year
ago today.
We were. It popped up on my memories yesterday.
Yeah.
We were on there 1 year ago today.
That lovely yacht club.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Richard Rickett says
another thing of our you know, travels.
Yeah.
Let's just bring up the yacht club. Hello. Peter and Corey are like, no.
Richard says, I'm dying to know if Disney is in your future. I would love it to be in my future. The question is it in my bank account? I would love to go on a Disney cruise.
Yeah, but
that's what we're referring to.
Yeah, I mean Disney cruise. Yeah, Disney World.
I don't know. Maybe.
Soon.
I would like to. Yeah, I would like
We're going to be in
to.
Orlando in May.
Could happen. But yes, a Disney cruise. Yes, I would love to. Love to. Carolyn Gardner says, I got an email from Carnival about putting out of Antigua on the Pride in November. So I think they will replace your day in Antigua, Carolyn, with probably St. Martin, if I had to guess, if it's not already on the itinerary. It's one of the closest islands to Antigua, either St. Martin or maybe even St. Kitts. Not sure which one they'll do. But if I had to take a guess, that's what I would probably guess they're going to do.
I would like to think they'd do Tortola, though. I mean, that would be really
that's more over near St. Thomas. That's a little bit further away.
Wow.
Okay, so one last story, and then we'll let you guys go because I know Lalito Loca's probably got their live chat up. So then I wanted to talk to you guys about the internet. Oh yes, I'm supposed to give a shout out. To wonderful Phoebe and Adeline. Phoebe and Adeline. Cody, I did get your message, so I can reply to you. I got it like literally 6 seconds before I hit live. But yes, hi Phoebe, hi Adeline. Can't wait to hang out with you guys again in May on the group cruise. Going to be so much fun. So last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the internet on the MSC Seaside. This is one thing that I found the strangest system. I mean,
we had it strange on the Divina too.
In all the cruise lines that I've been on, I mean, the only one I haven't been on really is Princess and Norwegian, as far as the big names go. This was by far the weirdest system they have ever. I don't know.
Was it like the Divinas?
It was in the sense that you had everybody had
every 2 hours.
Everybody had a data limit. Now it didn't kick you off every 2 hours. They changed that. Everybody had a data limit, and basically once you reached that limit, you either had to buy new internet or that was it. Now what made it weird was that depending on what kind of device you had connected, I mean, like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 8, it would pull different bandwidths and different amounts of data. It was so weird how they had it set up like that. And I know that doesn't really have too much to do with MSC, but I don't know. I wish that the system would have been set up differently. And then also, so the unlimited, we actually talked with the assistant manager there for the internet. If you got the unlimited package, it was more scaled back or like filtered than if you got the like the data limit. So they had a 3 gig limit, a 6 gig limit, and then a unlimited package. And the unlimited, she said, was so scaled back you couldn't even do like audio calls or anything. But the 6 gig one you could. So I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I wish that they would take a little look at that. And maybe look at refining that. So guys, if you have any other questions, drop them over here, but we're going to get to the giveaway now. So one of you lucky folks that's in here in the next 24 hours is going to have a chance to win this. So as I pull this up, if you've got anything hot, anything crazy that you want to ask, drop it down there right now in the super chat. So what we're going to do is I've taken all of the comments. There are on the video unique commenters. So that means that if you commented twice, it's only getting you one time. We've taken the unique commenters and all those that are subscribed as well, and it is putting you into this random picker thing. And so I'm going to hit start. We're going to find out who the winner chicken dinner is. So here we go. Let me turn it so you guys can all see. We're going to hit start, and it is pulling it up right now. Who is the winner going to be? Oh, we've got a name up there. That is Dawn Baxter. Dawn Baxter, you have won the giveaway.
Wow.
You have 24 hours to send me an email to josh@joshhokum.com, and that way I can get all of your fun stuff shipped out to you. She's going to be some fantastic prizes from my store, as well as another really, really nice goodie. And Dawn, I will let you know what that is in your email that you send to me, guys. So that is going to do it for us here tonight on the live chat. Thank you so much to everybody that came and hung out with us tonight. Now, head on over, because Lalito Loca is rocking the night away over there on their YouTube, guys. Thanks so much for watching. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.